Hello all, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Rashmi and today I'm going to show you how I draw mandalas. Now, painting a mandala can be very time consuming, and that's why I have divided the whole process into 3 parts. The first video or the first part is going to be about drawing a circle and then dividing the circle into smaller parts for the pattern making to be easier. The second part is going to be about drawing those patterns in those smaller parts. And the third video is going to be about painting the mandala with watercolors, because that's just what I've chosen. Well then, let's go and watch the first part. See you there. For this project, I'm using an A4 sized watercolor series paper because I'll be using watercolors to paint this mandala. And since watercolor uses a lot of water, it is very important to use paper which is meant for watercolors, or else the paper is going to crumble. Next, we're going to find the center of the page. This is an 8.5 into 11 inch page. So the center, to find the center, all we have to do is divide the page horizontally and vertically using 2 lines. And the point where the 2 lines meet is your center point. Next, we're going to draw a circle which will be the outermost boundary for the mandala, which means that all the patterns that you will be drawing will be within this circle. Now, since the page is 8.5 into 11 inches, the radius of the circle cannot be more than 4 inches, or it will go outside the paper and you don't want that, right? So what we're going to do next is measure 4 inches with your rounder, and we're going to use the center point of the paper that we had found earlier and make a circle. Now you have a circle with 4 equal parts. We're going to look at them as sections. So we have 4 sections, and we're going to target the top left section of the circle. Now, when you divide the top left section of the circle, you automatically are going to divide the bottom right section of the circle too. So what you have to do is place the pin of your rounder on one of the outer edges of the top left section, section 1. I'm going to call it section 1. So just place the pin on the one of the outer edges of the section 1, and just widen the rounder past half of the center of the section. Just past it, just a little wider than half of the section. Now, what you have to do is make an arc outside the circle, a little arc, very light, just enough for you to see it, because you're going to erase it later. And now move the pin of the rounder to the other outer edge of the same section, and again make an arc in a way that it forms an X with the arc that you made before. Now you have a point. So I'm going to call that point 2. So now what you have to do is you have to combine the point 2 with the center point of the circle, and in a way that it splits the top left section as well as the right bottom section. So now you have 4 more equal parts. So now we're going to do the same with the top right section, which will automatically split the bottom left section. So now we are going to use the same rule to divide the circle even further. Now that we have made our circle and have divided it into smaller parts, the next step is to make few more circles within this big circle. So this is going to divide the circle even further. So now you have to remember that the first circle that we had made had a radius of 4 inches, or say around 10 centimeters. So all the other circles that you'll be making will or should have a radius of less than 4 inches or 10 centimeters. Circles that you'll be making do not have to be evenly spaced, by which I mean that the space between each circle can be thick or thin. It doesn't have to be the same. You can always add or erase a circle at a later stage, so you don't have to worry too much about it at this point. The framework for your mandala is now ready, and I will be showing you how to draw a few patterns within this framework in my next video. So thank you for watching and stay tuned.